Hi, how are you doing today? And
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good as well. And how does it feel? You've come back to Pathways after like quite a few years.
Yeah, I think it's been about 7 to 8 years. I can't believe it. I'm back, but I'm so grateful for this opportunity and grateful to the alumni team for having me here.
You work in aviation, and how did you end up developing this interest in the first place? Have you always wanted to work in aviation?
No, actually, I started my career with influencing, and through that, I was pretty happy doing it. But somehow then COVID hit, and I realized that I was not able to travel. And that's when I realized that I want to get into aviation because that was what was booming at that point. And I'm pretty glad that I got into it because Dubai is the nerve center of private aviation. And till then, I had no plans to move to Dubai. So probably just God was great and got me there. So that's how my journey's been. Viajet is about 1.5 years old now, and I look forward to making it into an even bigger platform. We have just expanded to New York, and we will be expanding to London probably in another year's time.
What was that period of transitioning like? Because surely it can't have been like easy to start in an industry you didn't have a background in. What was that
Absolutely.
process like?
Yeah, so it was quite tough for me initially. But then, I had my focus. I wanted to do something out of the box and something nobody has ever done before. At least at my age, I don't think anybody's in private aviation. So, yeah, that's what kept me going. And looking at COVID, that's exactly how I started my business.
That's interesting. And I guess just as an industry-wide thing, most people get their understanding of aviation from movies and that's where it ends. So could you just tell us a little bit more about the industry and sort of insider secrets about what this industry is actually like?
Sure. So, private aviation, actually, aviation has three branches. I think everybody's aware of it: economy, business class, first class. But I think that 1% of people who have the money, time is money. People want to be able to travel to multiple places at one go and without having to deal with other people in the same space. They want that luxury. And so that is exactly why I focused on it. The insider secrets I think I can tell you is about 70% of people, they don't own their jets. They want to do charter, they want to do empty legs. But at the same time, that 20% of people, they want to own it. And it's not just, I'm sure you would have heard of full ownership of jets. So we don't do that much. We are more into fractional ownership, which means you can have jets, but you don't have to buy it at your own cost. You don't have to pay the hangar costs. You don't have to pay for anything. It's just at your disposal at any time. You save up on the costs and you can fly wherever you want.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Lots of students have interest in aviation of their own at the school level, but there isn't a lot of infrastructure about how one actually enters this industry. So having gone through the journey you have of not having initially been interested and then by circumstance entering the industry, what would you suggest for students wanting to enter from the school level itself?
So I think I've been pretty lucky because I didn't take up that degree initially. And somehow through the circumstances of life, I got into it. And, you can have multiple degrees to go through it. I think it's Bachelor's of Aviation, Bachelor's of Aviation Management. Those two degrees can help you get into aviation. And otherwise, I think it's just your will. What you want to do, how you want to do it, you should have that passion to get into it.
Zooming out a little bit about your own journey, what can you tell us about the time you spent here at Pathways and how, if at all, do you think that shaped your journey in aviation and just in life after you exited the school?
So Pathways, I was here for a pretty long time, from first grade to 12th grade, about 12 years. And I think, now that I'm here, I feel like I'm feeling so much nostalgia because, 12 years is not a small time. But I think I spent my golden years here and I'm pretty glad that I came here. The exposure I got, the friends I made, and the mindset that I have. I don't think I could have had it if I was in a different school. Especially IB gave me that exposure. I went abroad. I did my degree from Sydney. Then I moved to Dubai. And yeah, so on and so forth.
It's been a really interesting journey for you over the years, and it's been so fascinating to try to understand what that's been like. Thanks for the questions and thanks for the conversation.
Absolutely. Thank you. So glad to see you.